As the first light of the morning sun filters through the leaves of the Bodhi tree, let us gather to contemplate a teaching that is essential for our inner peace and spiritual growth, the importance of saying no to the unimportant things in life. In the wisdom of the Buddha, we find guidance on how to discern what truly matters. The Buddha taught the middle way, a path of balance away from the extremes of self-indulgence and self-denial. In this teaching, we find the wisdom of moderation, of knowing when to accept and when to decline. Saying no to the unimportant is an act of wisdom, a choice that aligns with our deepest values. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha instructs us in the foundations of mindfulness. One aspect of this practice is to be aware of our actions and intentions. When we mindfully consider our choices, we learn to say no to actions that do not serve us or others, that lead us away from the path of enlightenment. The concept of right effort in the Noble Eightfold Path encourages us to cultivate wholesome states and prevent unwholesome states. This requires the discernment to say no to distractions and temptations that may arise, focusing instead on actions that foster peace and harmony. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha states, not to do any evil, to cultivate good, to purify one's mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha. Saying no to the unimportant allows us to avoid actions that cause harm and to engage in deeds that are beneficial. The practice of nekkhamma, or renunciation, is a profound expression of saying no to the unimportant. It is the willingness to let go of attachments and desires that bind us to the cycle of samsara, the wheel of suffering. Gratitude plays a role in this practice as well. When we are grateful for what we have, we are less likely to chase after things that do not contribute to our well-being. Gratitude helps us recognize the abundance and simplicity and the richness in living a life focused on what truly matters. In the Kalama Sutta, the Buddha advises us not to accept teachings blindly, but to test them against our experience and reason. This critical inquiry empowers us to say no to doctrines and practices that do not lead to the liberation of the mind. As we go about our daily lives, let us apply the wisdom of saying no to the unimportant. In our work, we can prioritize tasks that are aligned with our goals. In our relationships, we can set boundaries that foster mutual respect and understanding. The Buddha's teachings on impermanence remind us that our time in this world is limited. Each moment is precious. By saying no to the unimportant, we free ourselves to say yes to the things that truly matter: acts of kindness, moments of connection, and the pursuit of wisdom. As the day comes to a close and the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, let us reflect on the choices we have made. Let us rejoice in the moments when we said no to the unimportant, for in those choices we find the freedom to live a life of purpose and meaning.